What's up, everybody? It's your boy here live. What's up, my people? Um, Dewan, Dewan was the first one in here. Said, "LOL." Okay, Kyrie. That's right. It's been 4 long years. I demand justice for Emma Barber. At this point, I demand it. I demand it. Hey, Spiderquake. And then old Darby done said, "You mean justice for Thomas Forrester, the innocent, oppressed, well endowed son of American dressmaker?" LOL. No, I don't. I mean the sadistic son of a bitch that had a smile on his face as a beautiful teenage girl died. I found out that Emma Barber was only 18 years old. The actor was younger than me. Okay? I'm 1 year older than the actress playing Emma Barber. Okay, so that means Emma Barber was 18 years old. They keep promoting it like, oh, she was Hope's friend. No, she was only 18 years old, and she knew better than Thomas ever did in his miserable life. And she was a good woman. She was a good young girl. She was innocent. She really did have her whole life ahead of her, and she deserves more and more and more. She deserves more. Okay, so she deserves some justice, Darby. She deserves justice because what Thomas did to her was not right. Okay, he had no business following her like that. Let her tell Hope what she wanted to tell Hope, and that would have been that. Don't nobody care that your sister loved the thing. Hey, Dolomedics, how are you today? More importantly, how are you feeling today? Are you are you still feeling good? Because I was worried about you this weekend. Dolomedic says I'm good. That's good. That is good. I need I need the master of the Party City wig detector. We need that Party City wig detector. Um, it just won't be right without you. So I'm glad you're doing way better. That's good. That's what I like to hear. Um, just like I will also like to hear when Thomas is going to get his for what he did to my girl Emma. Because Emma Barber was so innocent. Hey, David. And well, Bald and the Beautiful and General Hospital did step it up. Those were good episodes because I don't know what Young and the Restless were trying to do. And then I didn't even bother to watch Days of Our Lives. But if y'all watch Days of Our Lives, let me know how it went. He did run Emma off that road. He didn't necessarily run her off the road, but he certainly contributed to that. He was on her ass while she was driving. He threatened her. He grabbed her by her arm in the office, and then he threatened her. And he left her to die. He had a smile on his face while he died. And him chasing her, that's a crime in itself. And he concealed evidence, and he left the scene of a crime. So, and more importantly, he had a smile. She was only 18 years old. She was only an 18-year-old girl. Emma Barber had her whole life ahead of her, and Thomas played a role in her death, so he needs to face the consequences. There were consequences for his actions. So I'm glad they're bringing this story back up. When did Molly become a lawyer? A minute ago. She's been the ADA. She was the assistant to the ADA before, but now she's the ADA. Well, he definitely led to her death. Emma's family should have filed a civil suit against Forresters. Exactly. Why don't you say Thomas pulled a gun in Emma's face and made her cry too, Kyrie? He might as well had. He led to her death. He was 31 years old. She was only an 18-year-old girl. He should be ashamed of himself. And you are absolutely right. But Dolomedics, what I want is for someone in Emma's family to be an Aunt Jordan. We need Aunt Jordan. That's what. Oh no, you didn't. Too bad. So said, oh no, you didn't, you insensitive little jerk, Spiderquake. You know Emma Barber was beautiful. You need to research Emma Barber. I just did. Ha 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 ha. She's a good looking woman, isn't she? And Darby said she was asking. No, she was not asking for it. She just wanted to do the right thing. Um, she saw Hope was grieving for months. And not to mention, she was drunk driving. No, she wasn't. Emma has been through a lot. She survived being on Dance Mom. She deserves better. Hey, Double C. And then David said, it looks like Dex is going to kill Cyrus. I doubt it. Because Sonny want to grow a conscience all of a sudden. I mean, that man kills people every single day. She was on drugs. You're going to stop with the slander now, or I will file a suit against you on behalf of Emma Barber. Now she's a 3. Trina's hotter than that. You are just, well, I do agree that Trina looks better than Emma because I got to admit, I was trolling at first, okay? On when I was talking about how she could have been my Mrs. Clark and all that. I was trolling when I said I was gonna be Kyrie's Barber. Okay, I was trolling at that point. I got mad for real when I found out she was only 18 years old. Because I was mad at Thomas when he grabbed her. That part is true. But I kind of thought that, no bullshit, I thought that Emma was like 25 years old. Not to say that would have been any better. Yeah, exactly. She do look like she's 30, not 18. That's why I felt bad. I mean, that's why I didn't really care before. But now that I know she was only 18 years old, I just, that is what's bringing that emotion into me. Because that's not right. And then Dolomedic says, Derby, you know our girl Emma was not drunk. And then yeah, that's what Dolomedic said. And then Darby says the dead don't sue, but I will on her behalf. She also looked 30, not 18. Trina, and then Dolomedic says, Trina is adorable. She's a little Barbie doll. You could tell the GH wardrobe department loves her, of course, as they should. She's a gorgeous, successful woman. And Trina needs to slap the shit out of Esme. Just slap her. Slap her right there in that courtroom. Just walk up on her and talk about, I want you to pay for your crimes. Bow! And just slap her as hard as you can. That's what I want Trina to do. Slap Esme. Ooh. Because Esme really get away with everything. All she got is 6 months probation. But I was thinking at that time when Trina was going to get 15 years on some crap that she didn't do. Darby, I'm feeling Dolomite says, Darby, I'm feeling so much better. It was a little scary with the heart stuff, but I feel so much better now. I'm so much happy. I'm so happy about that. You driving, Kyrie? I'll tell Thomas to give your car an escort to your house too. Okay. All right. But I got something for Thomas. I'll put a little spike in the road. You know Thomas is an evil bastard. And what's up, everybody? We got 9 likes. 9 people in the chat, 2 likes so far. So if you're enjoying the stream, hit that like button. That really does help keep this momentum going. Thomas said, oh, yes, he is. He's very evil. Thomas is extremely evil for what he did to my girl. Evil bastard. Now, yes, it is. And also, do you notice I was watching Thomas and Hope's scene today. It's going over everybody's eyes. The main problem in what he keeps saying that he changed. He keeps saying that, Hope, you changed me. You made me a better problem. And yes, Brooke is an evil bitch. That's a fact. But no, he keeps saying that Hope was the one that changed him. No, you don't need to change for Hope. You need to change for yourself. Because if you're relying on one person to change, exactly. But what Dolomedic said was, Thomas is evil for what he did to Emma, but I'm still exactly. Let me highlight Dolomedic's comment right here, because this is where I'm at too. I hate Thomas for what he did. I do. I hate Thomas right now. However, I still hate Liam too, even more. So I hate them both. However, Thomas is going to hell with gasoline draws on for what he did. And hey, Last Day. Last Day says, hey, Kyrie's finally, you have seen the light. Yes, I have. That evil bastard contributed to the death of an 18-year-old innocent girl, and he will be in prison at some point. And I hope they F him up in prison, too. I want Thomas to get a good old-fashioned beatdown in prison. I want him to have broken ribs, broken lungs, and everything else. Fun fact, Hope's new haircut is the same haircut Brooke had when she was hopping between Forrester's beds in the 90s. Oh, Lord. Oh, we got two mattresses. But yes, Last Day, I have seen the light. I do not like Thomas no more. However, I hate Liam some more. Now, I want to ask about a scene during Bobby's memorial. BJ said something to Luke, but I could not understand what she said to him. Do you know? To be honest, I kind of skipped Bobby's memorial. So, but if someone knows what they said, please fill my friend David in. Oh, well, you meant to Lucas. She said she called him Champ or something like that. To Lucas, she said Champ. Something around that fact. I think that's what she used to call him when she was younger. Because I don't remember Luke Spencer making an appearance. So I think you're talking about what Luke is. I'm pretty sure she called him Champ or something. Ha ha, Last Day, you're right. The look is not it. Because Last Day says she looks like a man, but in my opinion, not a Oh, Last Day be bringing the smoke to Hope. Smoke to Hope. I'm here for it. But Thomas, if Hope is the one that made you change, then that means you didn't really change for yourself. So you're still justified in what you did. And then the fact that he said, yeah, I was there when Emma died, but but that doesn't have to affect our lives. It's a tragedy. But yes, that does affect your life. That does affect your life because you contributed to the end of her life. So what makes you, Thomas, think he deserves to live his happily ever after while Emma is dead and he's done nothing to make amends with her or any of her family? Has he approached Justin and apologized to Justin for what he did to his niece? Has he done that? Hey, Marsha. Welcome. Marsha says, hello, Kyrie, and all in the chat. And then Darby 13 says, I'm Team Thomas, free Thomas Forrester, defense fund. And then you know who else I give the smoke to? I give the smoke to Ridge, because Ridge helped Thomas cover some of this up too. So, Ridge, you also deserved all the smoke. Justin is a low-life lawyer. He is. But guess what? He was also Emma's uncle. And Thomas did wrong. And I want to know who Emma's people is, because I know Emma got to have an Aunt Jordan out there somewhere. There's got to be. I recall Emma, Barber, and Thomas were trying to stop Emma. What a sweet young girl. Thank you. Thank you, Marsha. Thank you. That's a fact. Darby, are you sure you're not just confused because you're old? Oh, damn. When did you become the king of the Thomas bandwagon club? Justin has busted Thomas upside the head. Justin's not the one Thomas needs to step to. Now I know Darby's trolling at this point. Ridge Forrester is a good man and father. He's a son of a bitch. That's what he is. And Emma Barber was a sweet young girl. She was only 18 years old. Even though Spider-Quick ain't never lied. He ain't never got a lie. He ain't never lied. He ain't never lied. That thing is a I forgot what I said. But yeah, I stand by it 10 toes down. They need to bring Emma's long lost aunt Drusilla back from the dead. The Young and the Restless isn't using her. That girl was 20 tops. No, she was 8. No, she's dead ass. Go type in the actress. I found her out today. She's only 22 years old today. I said, what? Because Spider Quick ain't never lied, but she said she looked like she was damn near 30. So I thought she was in her late 20s. But no, she was only 18. I'm dead ass serious. She was 18. Shit, that surprised me. Her name is Nia Siox. This is the actress name. I'm going to type it. I was like, I had to look 3 times to make sure it was her. This is her name. I'm going to type it into the chat. I was like, what the heck? She is. I was shocked that she's that young because she damn sure look older. I'm not going to lie. Tell Drusilla to stay lost and raise her own daughter, Lily. Now, the only way, Emma is related to the Winters on YNR, so maybe one day you could show up and get revenge for the murderer of them family member by the hands of a psychopath. Thomas knew Emma was going to tell on him about the baby. He followed her with the lights on, and I think it wasn't raining, but it was dark outside. She was young at the time. This was her big break, being on Dance Moms. They loved interviewing her for B&B Press at the time. Uh-huh. That sweet young woman. And I never knew she was on Dance Moms. I follow her on Instagram now. And now the only other way I could think they could try to redeem Thomas is if they could also, if you find a way to bring Emma back from the dead and do a rewrite that someone is training her for revenge against Thomas. The one that I could think of would be Caroline's parents. Maybe they suspect that Thomas had something to do with her untimely death, or they're just mad at him for replacing Caroline's presence with hope. So that's why they are poisoning Emma against Thomas even further. I would buy into that redemption story. I think that would be a good twist. Because we've never once seen Caroline's 2 moms come on the show since Caroline died. Remember when they had Emma bust out that weak choreography for Hope for the Future fashion show? Now, I fast forwarded a lot of Emma's stuff. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I did. Okay, I admit that. But now I seriously do. But I do remember her being sweet. But I remember one time she tried to sing, and I'm like, her and Zoe tried to sing together. I'm like, oh my God, they cannot sing for shit. So I kind of fast forwarded most of Emma's scenes. The only one I can't lie. That's true. Thomas might have killed Caroline too. It's very possible that Thomas already knew that Beth alive before he came back because Taylor told him maybe. Mm-hmm. The writers are treating Thomas as bad as YNR are treating Adam. But with Thomas, it's more justified. Because at least Adam has gone out of his way to try to make amends to the people he hurts. What has Thomas truly done to make amends for the people that he hurts? Last day, could you give an example of what Thomas has truly done? I mean, outside of when he stepped up for Liam and Belle, because I don't like Liam. So I felt Thomas killed Caroline. It was strange. Exactly, her untimely death. Now, if Thomas said he killed her for that whack-ass attempt at Steph's show, I would forgive him. Oh, wow, Dolomites, that's funny. That was funny. But seriously, because she can't sing for shit. He hasn't murdered a 19-year-old girl in the rain. It was an 18-year-old girl. It was an 18-year-old girl, and it wasn't raining outside. We already said it wasn't raining. It was dark outside though. And then Darby, how are you gonna explain away the smile on Thomas's face? How are you gonna explain that away, Darby? Huh, Darby? Explain that. Please enlighten. I said I wouldn't judge Thomas fans. I'm not judging you. I'm just asking you. Dark and foggy. Facial tick. Yours. Facial tick. Okay. Well, at least you're consistent. At least you're consistent. I bet Douglas knows that Thomas killed his birth mom, but can't remember because he suppressed it. Well, I have suspected that Thomas might have killed Caroline too. I suspected that. Don't you dare compare Adam to Thomas. They are two completely different characters. One's an amazing person with a terrible family, and one's a murderer. Thomas is a murderer. And slanderous lies, and Esme only gets probation. Yep, I'm about to get into Esme. I'm about to get into Esme in a minute. Because Esme and Laura, girl, get yourself together, Laura. Get yourself together. Because Laura is really disappointing me right now. Oh, and last day, did you get my email? I sent you an email about the scheduling of our upcoming collab. I sent you an email. Let's see. I want to know if you got it so we could. What do you think of Jocelyn or Adam, especially Adam? I thought that I feel really bad for Adam. I truly do. I hope that he survives, because if he dies, and I swear to God, if his parents have the nerve to come on the show and blame Jocelyn, I'm going to roast his parents like no tomorrow. Okay? His parents are both pieces of shits. They are horrible people. They treat that boy so badly. And they better not dare blame Jocelyn. And please, for the love of God, writers, please keep this actress playing Jocelyn on the roll. Because I can't be the only one. Does anyone else notice the chemistry between this version of Jocelyn and Adam? If they could make her a different character, this could work out. Because there's no chemistry between the Eden McCoy and Adam at all. But this Jocelyn, this girl right here, I know Eden's coming back. I can't be the only one. David, do you see any chemistry between this version of Jocelyn and Adam? Because I see so much sparks between them. I'm like, he could rip her clothes off any. Yes, my daughter and I love the actress playing Joss. Keep her on the show. Yes. Yes, Marsha. Because I'm sitting there praying. I'm damn near on my knees praying for them to every night, for her to they need to find her something on that show to keep her around. I agree. Eden and Dex, this person and Adam sounds good to me. Yeah, exactly. They just need to give her a new character. Maybe. Oh God. I mean, this is risky. This is really, really, really risky. Who I think this girl could play. But I really didn't like this character. But she could play a recast of Andrea, TJ Surrogate, TJ Molly Surrogate, because I know she lied about that miscarriage. So maybe Adam could help her cover up that secret. That could be her storyline debut. She could play the recast version of Thing, even though she's a little young. But could this version of Josh leave for a few months and come? Thank you. That's who I wanted her to be. That was my first choice. Lila Ray. Yep. Eden returning soon. So yeah, definitely. We all know Eden is going to keep her role as Jocelyn. We all knew that. But we're just talking about giving this actress a new role. Adam got an A minus, and that was not good enough for them. Exactly. And then Darby, with his trolling talk about Thomas, is a good man. Lila Ray was, I think, Alcazar's daughter, right? Let me see. Let me see if I got my facts right. Yep, she's Alcazar's daughter. Darby said yes. Uh-huh. That was my first choice of who she can come back as. Perfect. That will be better. Yep. Sky Quartermain's daughter. It's a win-win. We could keep the actress and get a Quartermain, plus get a Sky cameo. Yes. Ding 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 ding. That casting. I need y'all to get on this right away. Sky's daughter, Lila Ray. Yep. We need to get on this right away. That's who she needs to play. Because that was my first choice, to be honest. But then I just said, oh, well, I was like, well, maybe they won't do that. Because I don't know what Alcazar. But I was looking, and she's around the same age, too. My daughter mentioned Sky. Who is she? She's the Quartermain. She's Alan and Monica's daughter, adoptive daughter. She was Alan and Monica's daughter. That would Lila Ray could definitely work as a recast. And then the funny thing about that is she's around the same age too. Hey Solomon, welcome. Solomon, do you agree? I got to go. Kyrie's always appreciate you. See you tomorrow, possibly. Yes, definitely. I will definitely be on tomorrow. And thank you, David. Yep, she's the perfect age. She really is. Alan's adopted daughter from Ray. Yes. Perfect. That is exactly who needs to come back. We got a Quartermain. She has ties to the show. She's not just this random made-up character. And please, we need more young characters to fill out the early 20s crowd. Exactly. She could be paired with Adam first because they have a lot of chemistry right now. And then eventually, because her and Dex don't have no chemistry, so we already know that's not going to go down. And when Cameron comes back, they could pair her with him. And even though I really don't want Cameron back, to be honest with you. But if he does come back, they can chem test. And even Jake in a few more years. Jake is only what, 16 now? Is Cameron coming back? Not yet, but he's going to at some point. I know that's going to happen. He was supposed to make an appearance back this summer, but I'm glad they scrapped that plan because he's a boring character. Adam and eventual Cam hookups. And an eventual Cam hookup. Yep, that could work out for her for a while. And then if she get bored with Cam, when Jake turns 18, she could sleep with Jake. If she makes it work for 3 years, they can make that around. Because since when did I want a DNA test for Esme and Heather or Kevin because I want her to be a long-lost daughter of AJ. Ew. What did AJ do to you? You want that? Esme Prince is the devil. That is what she is. She's the absolute devil. She's a horrible. Kevin is scared of Esme the way he acts. He want nothing to do with her. I'm tired of seeing Adam and Seth. Oh, wow. I respect your opinion, but I respectfully disagree with your opinion, Solomon, because I'm loving that chemistry. Adam is way better than Dex. The way he stood up to Josh today before he passed out was interesting. My mom just saw Josh as a friend, but I saw her try to control his life. Dolomitic says break up with Kim after she has an affair with Jake, then dump Jake for an undead Morgan. Writers, who the hell? Frank Valentini. We got our future storylines right here. And Marsha's asking, don't Sally and Adam go together in real life? They used to. Well, they might still, but they definitely had a little fling going on. But it's rumored they broke up. She would be a Quartermain, and she would liven up the mansion and go head to head with Tracy. Marsha not sure. They might have broken up. Yeah, I think they broke up. But they still have that killer chemistry. Because on my TikTok, I put another video of their most recent love scene with John Legend in the background. So if y'all want to hear it, y'all want to see it, so follow me on TikTok. It's in my channel description. Thank you. Hey, Becky. Welcome. Becky says, thank you. Esme is the devil, but she's going to be a devil without a baby when Nicholas leaves with Ace and Spencer. Yes. Oh, my God. I got to talk about Spencer and not my Nicholas. Boy, A+ acting from both of them today. A+. Round of applause acting. They made me feel it. I'm just saying. Now, if y'all ask me this the next day, I'm going to deny it. However, actually, no, never mind. But I'm just saying, but they made me feel some emotion. I felt emotion when watching their scenes together. I was like, oh my God, they really stole the show. I'm like, the vulnerability, the genuine apology from Spencer. You could feel like Spencer felt so rootable today. I almost forgot the jackass that I'm usually looking at. I treated him like he's a different person. Josh seems to care a lot about Adam, considering she already has a boyfriend. Clearly, Josh is going to cheat on Dex, mostly so she could begin her journey to becoming the Hope Logan of General Hospital. It was a really sweet scene. They actually sold the family bond of Nicholas and his sons. Yes. And I loved how Ace instantly accepted them. They were really good today. Good actors and good writing. Yes. I agree with you. Kyrie's made a tear drop from my eye. See, Marsha revealed what I didn't want to reveal. Yes. A tear did drop out of my eye. But if Spider-Quake brings this up tomorrow, which I'm sure he will, I'm going to deny it. But yes, not my Nicholas and Spencer made me tear up during their scene. Just very briefly. And then I went back to, the cold man on the inside. They better not leave Ace because she's nice now because Ace is here. Watch how nasty she will get if Nicholas gets Ace. He's a baby. He would accept nearly anyone. Not really. Spencer made it clear that the baby doesn't necessarily accept strangers. But he instantly knew Nicholas because he felt it. He knew not my Nicholas because he felt a connection. Babies feel things, I think the worst part of today's was Sharon talking about joining forces with Chancellor Winters Abbott Hamilton. Like, really? Why can't they ever leave a business alone? They always got to combine shit. They never even show the damn businesses. They make a big deal. Like, we just had to see Sharon have this stupid launch party, and now already the Chancellor Winters Abbott Hamilton. Damn, I'm glad I didn't watch that. See, that's what annoys me about Y&R. They always like, how could you take any business storyline seriously? Like, God. I still don't see why Billy had to leave Jabot. He was in the middle of the battle with Tucker, and then he just pussied out and left. Talk about, because I want to compete with Jack because I feel like I'm always need your approval and I always want to beat you. So yeah, I'm like, come on, get it together. Young and the Restless. I totally agree with you, Solomon. I thought Sharon was a barista. She still owns the barista and she owns the other business too. I'm like, oh my God, get it together, Laura. Get it to I mean, Y&R. But Laura needs to get it together too. I don't know why. What happened to the smart Laura that used to see through? You don't know nothing about babies. When I was a baby, hated multiple people. You're still an evil baby last day. Okay. Um, all Esme got to do was call Laura and she would get into their asses. Laura ain't for that. Oh, Laura needs to get a clue with how ridiculous her trusting behind. Uh-huh. Exactly. Like, what happened to the Laura that always saw through Victor Cassadine's bullshit? What happened to that Laura? Because remember, Victor always used to bring family to her and used to see all that, and you saw how quickly Victor shut that down. I mean, that she used to be like, yeah, right. Laura saw Victor coming from 10 miles away, yet she falls for Esme so easily. I'm like, I don't get how, like, was there something that Victor put in that poison at W really, dude? That's the best you can come up with, but basically took what I said and tried to put it back on me. I'm a mature one and you're in your 50s. I'm 21. Because we're having a little fun. But yes, Kyrie's Laura got stupid. Exactly. Laura knows that Esme's memories are back. Esme is not as bad as Thomas. Yeah, because Thomas pissed me off. Exactly. Darby says we're having fun. Exactly. We are having fun. If Sharon showed up at my board meeting, I'd tell her to put a latte on my table and leave. And Solomon says, I'm also tired of seeing this Tucker Ashley Paris BS, especially since we don't even see what happened outside of those dumb flashbacks. And he said, want to bet at last day, Ez Monster is worse. They are both bad, Esme and Thomas. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Marsha's stance. They're both bad. Cause Esme's still on my Ava's bad side. So that automatically makes her on my bad side. Right, Darby, it's all in good fun. Yep, I already knew that. That's why I didn't get involved. I'm not an old boomer. They're not boring. And he said, "Who did Esme kill? She almost killed Oz Haggerty." And if you listen to so Esme almost killed Oz Haggerty, and then also she drugged Trina, and she almost if you listen to Heather, her indication that Esme might have killed her two adoptive parents. So Esme is the devil. Do you think Esme is about to snap? And then last is asking me, Kyrie, did you see TNA Hard to Kill now? But I heard about it. I know that Nick Zimmerf is now in TNA. Remember, I told you, and who was it that I told you? I think it was you last day, along with Spider, Quake, and Darby. I said and Dolomedics, I believe I said that to you as well about TNA. I said Nick Zimmer would have made the right choice going to TNA, and I'm glad he listened to me. I put that advice out there because we all thought that he was going to go to AEW, but I knew that would have been a wrong move. So I'm glad Nick Zimmer, he probably saw one of my videos and he agreed with me because that's what he did. He went to TNA instead. So I'm glad. Someone called me a boomer. How will I get over such an insult? Well, Esme locked Sasha and Gladys in the room, and she went into labor and lost her baby. Esme thought it was Trina and Josh in the room. Yeah, I did initially hold Esme responsible for Sasha's baby's death. And Sasha still doesn't know that it was Esme that locked her in that room. Sasha still doesn't know that. You know, she never knew. So I hope Sasha finds that out and whoops Esme's ass from head to toe. Gives her that good old-fashioned ass whooping. Give her that, girl, get over here, grab her by that long hair, and whoop her her behind. You better do it. She better whoop that ass. No one knows it was Esme. She was laughing. Mm-hmm. Dolomit's there pushing her in that direction. If Nicholas and Spencer leave with the baby Ace, it would drive her over the edge. Well, I mean, as much as I hope that not my Nicholas leaves with Ace, however, he still doesn't have any legal rights to Ace yet. You have to. Him and Esme were not married. He didn't sign the birth certificate, so he has to go to court to do that. And if he doesn't, then that's kidnapping. So all he's gonna do is get caught again. Now it was Heather. If not, well, Esme's a killer. But I'm picking the lesser of two evils. Plus, Esme actually loves her son. No one can convince me that Thomas loves Douglas. Okay, because I really hate Thomas right now for what he did to Emma. However, I have to draw a line underneath that tiny sand. He does love Douglas. Unfortunately, he does. I can't dispute that, but he loves freaking that stupid dope Hope even more. But he does love Douglas. But I hated that I hate that I have to defend Thomas on any level ever again. But even all of us that really see Thomas for who he is, we could all mostly admit that Thomas does love Douglas, I think. Yeah, he does. He does. Darby 13 says Jack Perry is in New Japan and quit AEW, and Dolph Ziggler is in New Japan along with Mustafa Ali. Nope. Dolph Ziggler is now Nick Zimmer, and Nick Zimmer, Dolph Ziggler is now in TNA. He does both. He does both. And also to all my other wrestling fans tonight, y'all gonna be surprised, but I'm kinda a small part of me is hoping that Jinder Mahal wins tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I really want Jinder Mahal to win. Maybe I over-exaggerate. Probably shouldn't have said that. Sorry, no problem. Last day is blind. That makes him ignore the obvious. Yeah, I'm just saying. You don't have to apologize last day. You don't have to apologize at all. I mean, there's been plenty of times that Thomas has given us reason to doubt his love for Douglas, but he does love him. He does. Tired of Seth too. Yeah, and also I would just love to see the world melt. Because there's going to be a huge meltdown if Jinder Mahal wins the championship again. That would be funny. I would get a good kick out of that. Haha, Becky, it really does. But as long as Jinder Mahal drops it at the Royal Rumble or Elimination Chamber, we're good. Becky, it really does. A barista, a maid, and a stripper walk into a bar. Too much flamboyant costumes. Thomas has a weird way of showing his love. Most parents, just tell the kids I love them and protect him. Thomas decides to kill and lie about a kid being dead. Interesting choice. Oh, look at that. I left a comment to Courtney Folk on Instagram, and she responded to it. And Courtney Folk is the actress that's playing Jocelyn. She responded to my message on Instagram. She's so sweet. She reacted to it. Man, if Jinder wins, I'd be laughing too. Exactly. Because Raw was really good tonight. I was barely able to tear myself away. But I love my stream even more. So way cool. I love Courtney Folk. I love her. And I'm her biggest fan out there. But I'm glad Marsha likes her too. Everybody in this chat likes her. So we gonna get her that job. She's the new Lila Ray. and no one could do it better. And her career is still just starting out. Um, so that girl's gonna go somewhere. She's definitely a good actress. I'm just saying. And Becky D, yes, but I can admit I made a mistake. Probably shouldn't decide if Thomas does or doesn't love Douglas. I'm just saying, with a father, I would like that. I would be massively disappointment. That was nice of Courtney, and my daughter really like her. Yes. Awesome. I love Courtney. That's my girl. We need to get her a job. And Nina don't take no responsibility for nothing. I have to turn away my temporary love of Nina card because Nina's getting on my nerves right now. Nina's really getting on my very last nerve. Good night. Yes, good night, Marsha, and all in the chat. Yes, it was always lovely to see you. But Becky, you'll be happy that I'm temporarily turning away my love for Nina card until her next scene with Carly, and then I can start my regular roundup. But Nina don't take no responsibility. Like, you did what you did, but stop trying to make stupid ass excuses. Like, I saw the promo for this week, and I thought it sounded dumb as hell. Well, the only reason it was a secret so long is because Michael blackmailed me. He blackmailed you because you let him blackmail you. If you would have just said what you said, just said what you did and owned it and smiled about it, now, then we would have been fine with it. If Nina would have just owned it, but Nina won't do that. Nina is a good rat. Exactly. And hi, Alicia. Welcome. But yeah, Nina, she is working my nerves right now. And she was dressed in red because she's the devil. And what does she think she could offer Cyrus Renault? What does she think she could offer him? Because what if he asks her for sex? What's she gonna do then? Is she gonna do that? Is she gonna do that? You said Kyrie's my man. Hey, yes. Kyrie's Hope is the devil, but get your point. Speaking of Nina, where is her man at the giant boomer, Albert Bostic Jr.? He's taking a rest night, remember? That's the magic of Nina. She's walking, talking, reverse Uno card. Exactly. I'm just saying, Nina is something else. And I can't support her right now. Where's AB? He's taking a nap because he's a boomer. He is a boomer, so he's taking a nap. Yeah, I will be so happy. I swear, if I don't even care if someone spoils it. If I'm still doing, nothing's ever her fault. Yeah, nothing's ever her fault. Now Nina is making sneaky deals with Cyrus. With Cyrus Renault, it's never that simple. Nina will regret this. That is very true. And hey, Queen Nikisha Moore. Nikisha Moore says, good evening, Kyrese in chat. Yes, everyone, welcome to Queen Nikisha. She's the Beyonce of this group. And Becky says, hello at Alicia 4801. And then Becky says hello to Nikisha as well. Darby says hello to Nikisha. Nina flips and reverses it. She's a Missy Elliott song. She is. But she was really annoying me today. She talked about, because I lost my daughter and I lost my family and I lost da. Like, first of all, Cyrus wasn't the one that snitched. Lois snitched on you. So you need to go get your facts straight before you start with your accusations. Go walk up on Lois like that. That's who you need to give that energy to. Lois was the one that's in your business. It's not Nina's fault people keep making her do stuff. LOL. Exactly. She don't ever take no responsibility for nothing. Like, we all would she would have our respect back. Nina would get them back in time. Yeah, go after Lois. Please do something to make Lois interesting. So go after her. I'd be cool with that. I'd be 100% cool with that. And Dex is so damn sloppy. He is beyond sloppy. It's funny. Yep. And now this is what Darby said that I could agree with. This is the first thing Darby said all night that I agreed with. Go home, Lois. Exactly. She's long overstayed her welcome, in my opinion. Does Nina even know Lois told on her? Nope. She over there talking about what Cyrus did, but it was Lois that did that. Ain't it about time? It is. It's long overdue. She needed to take her old ass home. And Quinn needs to show up. It's funny because Quinn is needed on The Bold and the Beautiful. Lois isn't needed on General Hospital. So come on, let's make that trade. And because she said she left for Bold and the Beautiful because they didn't really have a story for her. Yet she's back to General Hospital. They don't have a story for her there either. So come on, do something better. You and Carter would have been a cute background couple. We all know that Brad Bell loves his Hogans, and you'll never believe this. Someone on Facebook, that's right, I don't care. I'm leaking her name. What was this stupid girl's name? Her name was Nina, and matter of fact, her name was Nina Everett Taylor. She said that because I said that Thomas was a thing, she said that you Hogan fans always keep making stuff up. I said, first of all, how dare you insult me like that? I put that heifer in her place. She done lost her mind. She done lost her damn mind. I heard Wyatt on Bald and the Beautiful will be back for a show or two. Ugh, I don't need him back. Man, even Stevie Wonder could catch Dax. It's true. When we need Quinn slapping hand on B&B. Yes, slap Thomas, slap Brooke, slap Sheila, slap them all. Nothing can save the Bald and the Beautiful except Brad Bell's. Never mind. He said, Alicia said, Kyrese, you're a hot mess. And then Dickie says, hello, Because maybe that's why I turned on Nina Reeves today, because another bitch named Nina Taylor pissed me off today. Called me a Hogan fan. I said I hate each and every last one of those Logan women with a passion, those Hogan women with a strong passion. So you better get your facts straight, you dingbat. She's a dingbat. She done lost her mind. No wonder I hated Nina so much today, because they're going to compare me to the Logans. Oh, no. That's a worse insult. I'd rather you call me the F word before you call me a Hogan fan. Damn. My hatred for them runs that deep. I find that more insulting. That girl was confused. She don't know me, but she learned me today. You're always saying that Brooke looks good. Oh, no, I didn't. Well, she does look physically good, but she probably had work done too. Wyatt needs to change his name back to Max Brady and take his behind to Days. What did he do on Days? Who was Max Brady? Whose son is he? Whose child is he? Which Brady? You said, yes, you did. I did. Because Brooke physically is a beautiful woman, physically, but everything else. But that girl don't know me, because if y'all saw my Instagram post, I posted my Instagram post. Adopted Brady kid. Ooh, that sounds more interesting than Wyatt already. Max Brady is awesome. I believe y'all. So let's make that happen. Let's get him back on that show, because he is no longer needed on Bald. He was never needed on Bald and the Beautiful, but especially I feel like the death of the Wyatt character was when he got paired with Flo. That was the death of the Wyatt character, in my honest opinion. His character just went downhill from there. It honestly did. Max was adopted Brady on the show. He eventually married Bo and Billy's daughter Chelsea. All right. I'm already more interested in him than I am in Wyatt. So, like you said, if he's only on recurring, he's only there for a few episodes, do your little episodes, then call who you need to call on Days of Our Lives. Want to hear something crazy? AJ was ex Frankie Brady. Cool. Is Sonny calling off? Yep, he called off the Cyrus head. I'm like, why are you growing a conscience all of a sudden? Also, he was curving Stephanie like like Boo Boo the Fool. Wyatt started out as Hope weapon against Liam. Sound familiar? He was Thomas before Thomas, minus that his son died. AJ too. Sonny tried, but it went to voicemail. Yep, because Dex had to turn off his phone because he's dumb and he got caught. Now I'm gonna have to say something that I didn't really want to say, but I have no damn choice. I had to agree with Albert in his stream today that Ava, I love you, you're my girl, and all that, and then some. However, you and all your little outrage, you could tone that down just a few notches about no, justice should have been served. Justice, Ava, you about here. I need you to come like right down here. Cause her ass should have been in jail too. And plenty of people have been saying that about Ava for years, that she should have been in jail. I remember when Carly was like, yeah, and Ava needs to finally go to prison. They wanted Ava away forever. And she's done multiple of the same crimes that Esme has. She just hasn't filmed anyone having sex. But she drugged Sasha, just like Thing Esme drugged Trina. She withheld evidence and blackmailed Paul Hornsby instead of turning in and let Paul Hornsby kill Sabrina, and she didn't turn him in. And so that was a major crime that she should have been in jail for. She got away with it. She withheld evidence with that blanket thing, and then not to mention the big one, she switched out Morgan's pills and she killed Connie Falconeri in cold blood. She's gonna make people take notice of her crimes. You said I'm watching Jinder versus Seth right now. Oh, please try not to spoil the ending. But if you do, I'll still be happy. Don't forget, yep, that was the big one. And she killed Connie and never paid for it. She only went to prison for like 5 seconds, and she got out by escaping. So, Ava, you could tone down all that on the justice part. I get that. The only part that's defendable is Ava's not mad about what Esme's done to her. Because if you recall, Ava never really held it against Esme about the leaving Kiki's badge and all that. She gave Esme the benefit of the doubt. The reason she hates Esme so much is for what she did to Trina. So that's one thing that's rootable, but she can still take that down several notches. If the legal way didn't work, then go after Esme the old scheming Ava way. Did Jess show up? No, she didn't. I didn't forget what you said earlier, Spiderquake. I took the higher road and I ignored you. Talk about what Thomas would do. I took the higher road. You bastard. I don't want Thomas. Never have. Never did. And never will. Because he's crazy. But actually I've never Double Season, I won't spoil it for you, buddy. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, last day I didn't watch Hard to Kill, but like I said, I saw that Nick Zemeth, Dolph Ziggler was there. I just saw that one clip. But I'm looking forward to watching TNA again on Thursday. I didn't really like B&B today. It felt like the same old. Finn talking about, I believe Thomas did kill Emma. Then Steffi says, my brother would never do that. Yep, and Finn backed off real quick. Because I really wish that Thomas would have told Finn, as long as I shall live, you will never. I mean, yeah, Finn told Thomas that as long as I shall live, you will never have hope. Dolomedic says, good night, Rockstars. Got work in the AM. Great live coverage. Thank you so much, Dolomedics. Hope you have a great day at work tomorrow. Better quick, a Thomas fan, that poor little kid. Now, he was worse than a Thomas fan. He accused me of saying that I would let Thomas smash. That's what he said. And yeah, because he's ignorant. But I was the bigger person. Kyrus cannot be that. Hell no! I've never once wanted Thomas. Never once. Because I'm not attracted to Thomas, and I'm not that milk thing on Days was very lame. I didn't watch Days of Our Lives, but they did a milk thing. Because I didn't have no patience. I was already busy enough. Don't forget to like the video. 1 like equals justice for Emma. Exactly. For every like is closer to more justice for Emma Barber. That is very true. And then Becky D says, LOL at Double C. That is true. The man speaks facts, though. He speaks some facts. Because I love milk. I drink 2 or 3 glasses of milk a night, so it could be enjoyable to me. Maybe I doubt it. I don't know what happened. I'm just scared to say what happened. Steffi should have made Finn go without that. Yep, exactly. She should have. Justice for Emma. Yep, justice for Emma, though. That's what we want. We've been demanding this for 4 years, and we're about to get it. You said Adam needs to go. She's talking about, don't worry, last day, she's talking about General Hospital, Adam. She's talking about General Hospital. She ain't talking about Young and Restless. Well, he almost did go. He took those drugs. He's trying to go, but we don't want that end of a story for him. We don't want to see him go out like that, especially with those evil parents of his. I want to see them get theirs. Ooh, someone needs to ream them out. But Ava was definitely annoying me with all her self-righteousness. That was definitely annoying. It was. I'm not going to lie. And I love her, but she needs to tone that back down. Does Adam actually have parents? That would be a rewrite twist. I have recommended that. Is Steffi Finn's wife or boss? Because she seems to try to tell him what to do. I'm sorry, no woman tell me what to do minus my mom. I may be 21, but my mom is my mom. Yeah. But sometimes when you want to keep that kitty cat... Okay. You'll find out. You will find out. Sometimes it's just easier. Because women can go on and on and on and on and on and, you know. Why don't you ask for likes for Jess, Kyrie? You might get more likes for Jess than Emma. What are you trying to say about my queen, Jessica? What are you trying to say about my queen, Jessica Love? Darby. Oh, you mean for her return? Oh, I already told her she could come back whenever she's ready. She can come back when she's ready. My queen, Jessica Love. She is such a queen to the world. And what do you have against this poor dead woman? At Alicia, I think so too, but I have been wondering if he's just so stressed out that he can't see when anyone's trying to help him. That is true. But this version of Jocelyn definitely does care about him. And they have that spark and that chemistry. Tell her that Albert wanted her to come back now. She won't, and then if I tell her that, then she won't come back for another 6 months. You know she don't follow any of Albert's orders. When is she ever? So she can come, my queen. Last day, I did not see TNA Hard to Kill, except for a clip. I did not order it. And Alicia says, I agree, Becky. What did Becky say? Oh, yeah. About that. Let's get Albert Bostic in trouble, Kyrie. Ow. Let's get him in trouble. Darby want to get the old man in trouble. That ain't right, Darby. That is not right. But let's see. I already talked about Spencer and not my Nicholas. I hope I'm hoping that Trina slaps Esme tomorrow in that courtroom. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but Sonny grew a conscience because he had a scene with Christina. I'm so tired of Christina's attitude towards Alexis. Like, it's really immature, though. Like, because she says, oh, well, I'm different, and blah, 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 blah. It was an amazing show. I thought the $9.99 membership for TNA Plus and Hard to Kill, it was much better than AEW. TNA is back. Awesome. I might invest in that in someday in the future, but not right now. But I will be watching TNA because I do get Access TV. Adam Huss is for your forever Nicholas Kyrie. Nope, he's not my Nicholas. I think Nina is driving Sonny right over the edge. She isn't trying to make it happen. That's where her actions will lead. Instead of trying to put Chance and Summer together, they should write more Jack and Diane love scenes. Ugh. Sonny should have held to the side here. Exactly. This is why he is weak right now. Yes, he is. I have TNA Plus now, so I can support TNA in their journey to destroy all shit wrestling. It's actually called All Embarrassing Wrestling. That's the actual title, All Embarrassing Wrestling, because that is embarrassing wrestling. And their owner is embarrassing. But I do hope that TNA takes their second spot back. They'll never be able to take over WWE. Had a bad taste in your mouth, Kyrie? I sure did. But I see it. I see. It was revenge for New Year's, huh? Sonny is also allowing his woman into his business. Not good. Exactly. Nina can't be trusted. She's a snitch. Spider, do you like the snow today? It snowed in New York. Or did it snow today? All Embarrassing Wrestling works too. Tony Khan or Brad Bell, I'm not sure which one sucks more. They both suck. But make sure you check that. But last day, make sure you check that email. so we could find out what time we could schedule the collab. Like I said, at some point in February, East Coast, Kyrie's snow like crazy. Yeah, I'm in Boston, Massachusetts. It ain't snowing out here. It ain't snowing right now. But yeah, I said it over there in y'all East Coast over there, wherever y'all at. Mm-mm. Philly here. Ooh. Mm-mm. Bad for y'all. But thankfully, no snow for us. I don't feel like shoveling. I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow in South Carolina where I live. Let me check the weather over here. I do need to run an errand real quick tomorrow too. It didn't snow where I live. I hope it snows tomorrow, and it almost never snows here. Oh, it might be snowing over here. Yep, it's scheduled to snow tomorrow. They said every year and nothing happens. That's true. And then Darby 13 wants to know where do you live, Solomon? But yeah. But I'm really disappointed to hear that about Sharon's plan to merge with that company. So our snow passed. We got up to 30 today, finally, here in Wisconsin. Okay. I saw 10 degrees yesterday. Ooh, child. One second, I'm not ignoring it. Oh, and what? Yep. In Washington State. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. There's no snow here in Boston, Massachusetts. Thankfully, but it's supposed to be tomorrow. I hope it's not too bad because I really do need to get going. And then Alicia says, "What happened to Albert Bostick again?" Like I said, I saw in his community tab he decided to take a rest night. Um, he's resting. Hey, De Havilland, welcome. Everyone, let's welcome De Havilland to the chat. Glad you were able to join us. It's going to be 17 degrees tomorrow morning here. The high is 50 degrees. And then Becky D says hello to De Havilland as well. I feel we spoke about most of. Yep, and De Havilland says hello to Kyrie's and everyone else. Yes, we're happy to have you. But Esme just got 6 months probation, so she still gets to be walking around free. I'm sorry, I can't forget. Like now that she has her memories back, I can't help but get mad every time I think about how Trina's life was all effed up in 2022. Like Esme had Trina had to miss her freshman year. She had a I'll be back, but if Cat Lady comes, tell her happy birthday from Darby. Yeah. Well, Darby says he'll be back, but I say, but I the stream will be wrapping up in the next few minutes. So if you're gone for the night, have a good night. I thought that was trash. It was. Like I felt so bad that she had to miss her freshman year because of that. Trina, Marsha, LOL. Just completely jealous of Trina. Wait until Laura finds out that Esme has her memory back. I hope she gets her. No, Laura need to get herself for being so dumb and trusting. That's what Laura need to do. She need to get her own self for being so trusting and so naive. When it's very clear that both Esme and Cyrus are still the demons that we know and despise. It's just, but Dex is not smart at all. Like, why every time he gets a job to do in the hospital, he always gets caught? Jason was able to do things more discreetly. He never got caught. Can you imagine? Remember when Jason was gonna get Peter August's body for Elizabeth? He didn't get caught. Well, Peter wasn't there after all, but he still didn't get caught. Esme is the Jan Brady of GH. Ha! Yep, I know exactly who Jan Brady is. Yeah. Marsha. I knew that. Trina is not my favorite character in the world, so I don't care if she gets justice or not. Is it me or they dumbed down Laura? Yep. They have dumbed her down. They've definitely dumbed her down. It's a shame. That's what that is. Like, Laura, we love you. You have been around for ages. You were GH. Everyone knows, even people that don't watch General Hospital know of Luke and Laura. So you are GH royalty, but you really need to find your old ways because you done been around the block way too long to be conned so easily by Esme. I'm just saying. Get it together, Laura. Get it together. We expect better from you. Dex is a professional at getting caught, not a good criminal at all. Not at all. Not at all. I'm like, wow. He disappoints me. He really disappoints me. And he should just be ashamed of himself. He really should. But all right, everybody. This was such a fun live stream tonight. I'm gonna call it a night. I will be back tomorrow at 10 p.m. Eastern as well. But good night, last day. Good night, Becky. Good night, old Darby. Good night, Alicia. Good night, De Havilland. Thank you so much for joining. Good night, Solomon. Good night, Spiderquake. Good night, Double C. Good night again, David. Good night again, Marsha. And good night, Miss Alicia. And good night, Becky D. And good night, my lovely Queen Nikisha as well. And hello and good night to everyone that's caught this replay and everyone else in the background. It's been fun. I will see y'all all tomorrow. Have a great night. Peace. And good night, Solomon.